why we do politics the way that we do. In politics, we don't want to know if this candidate is ahead in the polls. That's not enough. We want to know that this guy is doing really well with red-headed, left-handed white females, and this guy over here is really doing well with blue-collar, Ford truck driving. We want to know which groups they are representing, because politics now is identity politics. And we want to know what you will do for our group, not necessarily who you are, what you believe, but what you will do for our group. So identify disadvantaged groups. Secondly, assess group outcomes. Again, this is not about individual outcomes, this is about group outcomes. We have to assess group outcomes. Thirdly, assign blame for disparate outcomes. Assign blame for disparate outcomes. If this group is having a negative outcome in this particular area, then we need to find out who's to blame for that. If this group doesn't do as well academically, if this group doesn't do as well economically, if this group is not as well represented politically, and then finally, there needs to be a redistribution of power and resources in order to redress those grievances. That's the answer. And that has to be the answer according to social justice. So you may say, well, wait a minute, this group may be disadvantaged in this area because of something within that group. That's victim blaming. Yeah, but there could be statistical reasons. I don't want to hear about your statistics. You're blaming the victim. The answer is a redress of grievances. That's the ideology of social justice. Listen to this from John Rawls in his book, A Theory of Justice, really a seminal work on the topic. He writes, since the principle for an individual is to advance as far as possible his own welfare, the principle for society is to advance as far as possible the welfare of the group. Social justice is the principle of rational prudence applied to an aggregative conception of the welfare of the group. The welfare of the group. Another author puts it this way: as I see it, social justice requires resource equity, fairness, and respect for diversity, as well as the eradication of existing forms of social oppression. Social justice entails a redistribution of resources from those who have unjustly gained them. And by the way, all of those who have them are assumed to have unjustly gained them unless they are a member of an aggrieved minority group.